This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Friday, November 4th. I'm Stephanie Haney here with your top stories from WKYC.com. And we get started today in Newberry Township, where I'm sorry to report that a fatal crash has killed a man. 60-year-old Joseph A. Randall was driving a motorcycle north on State Road 44 in Stow when he hit a deer on Wednesday. Reports say Randall was thrown from his bike and hit by another vehicle, and first responders pronounced him dead at the scene. Tonight, our own Neil Fisher will tell us more about how deer mating season could be causing more of these crashes in Northeast Ohio. Hopefully we can figure out how to stop those. And last night in Cleveland, family and friends of 15-year-old Jaiden Rentas gathered to honor her memory. Jaden was found shot to death in a car in the middle of a field off West 22nd Street last Friday. She had been reported missing 10 days before she was found. We talked with her uncle to learn more about her.
She had hopes and dreams of getting into graphic design. She wanted to graduate school early so that she could pursue her dreams. What is it going to take for kids to stop dying? What is it going to take for this madness to end?
That's a question we all want to know the answer to in this heartbreaking story. A 16-year-old was arrested for her murder on Saturday, and the family is now calling for the violence to stop and for everyone to do their part to make that happen. We have more about Jaden and from her family on WKYC.com. And in Cleveland, city officials are dedicating a street to honor fallen police officer Shane Bartek. This will be on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the corner of Utopia and East 152nd Street. This is an area where Bartek served. While off duty, Officer Bartek was shot and killed during a carjacking on New Year's Eve 2021. Last month, his killer was sentenced to life in prison. Now to health news. The CDC says COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations are on the rise in some Northeast Ohio counties. Erie, Huron, Lorain, Mahoning, and Trumbull are back up to a high community level for coronavirus. Health experts are calling for stricter health measures in those areas and recommend that citizens in those areas wear masks in public regardless of vaccination status. Cuyahoga County remains at a medium level, along with Ashtabula, Geauga, and Lake counties, and every other county in Northeast Ohio is at the low green level. Hopefully we can get back there. Now, Election Day is coming up fast. It is Tuesday, November 8th, early next week, and today we're talking about what you need to know for Ohio's race for governor. It's incumbent Republican Governor Mike DeWine versus Democrat and former Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley. Governor DeWine entered office in 2018, campaigning on a focus on the economic issues and in favor of both the gas tax increase and the controversial heartbeat law, which amounts to a virtual ban on abortions in our state. But in 2020, he became a household name at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, and as a result, his approval rating soared to nearly 90%. Highlights from Nan Whaley's time in office include a downtown Dayton revitalization effort and a successful campaign to fund affordable preschooling for children in the state. Also, she led the response to a mass shooting that left 9 people dead, working with both DeWine and former President Donald Trump in the days that followed. This will be Whaley's second run for governor. She attempted a run in 2018. Her campaign is focused on criticizing DeWine for his continued anti-abortion stance and conflicting stances on guns. Check out more from that on WKYC.com. Now, we do know that DeWine has refused to formally debate Whaley, with the pair's only face-to-face meeting being a plain dealer editorial interview last month over Zoom. Now, as I said, head to WKYC.com for more details on that. And today, students in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District were invited to learn about STEM internships and career opportunities with NASA. The NASA Glenn Research Center here in Cleveland supports the FIRST program, which gives high school students the opportunity to use local resources and mentors to build robots. CMSD's FIRST robotics team toured the Simulated Lunar Operations Laboratory. That's a space that mimics surfaces on the moon and the Mars. Can you imagine how cool would that be to experience that? Also, the Graphic and Visualization Laboratory. That's where programmers work with professionals to make custom graphics for NASA projects. How cool is that we have that right in our backyard? All right, now to a quick turn of events as the leaves are turning. The city of Cleveland will move forward with the same rules for leaf pickup this year as they have in the past. Frustrated residents like these ones you're about to hear from let the city know that they were not happy about being told they'd have to bag their leaves for pickup.
We pay tax dollars just like they make sure the garbage get picked up. I feel like they should do the same thing for the leaves. Why would you stop now? if you've been doing it for all this time. I don't understand.
That's why we paying the taxes and all that thing. So why did we got to do everybody else's job?
Mayor Justin Bibb responded to these criticisms on Twitter. He posted, "We heard you, and it's going to remain the status quo in Cleveland." The city is now looking for new ways to improve leaf collection and other critical city services. Our Emma Henderson will have more on that tonight. And Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving has finally apologized for posting a link to a film containing deeply disturbing anti-Semitic hate, but not before he was suspended by the Nets for at least 5 games for failing to apologize sooner. Here's what he posted on his Instagram account. "To all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize." He said that he initially reacted out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic, and instead of focusing on the healing process of his Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from the hateful remarks made in the documentary, his focus was not directed in the proper place. Now, a few days ago, we told you about Taylor Swift announcing her 2023 tour Eras well. A passionate Cleveland Swiftie is connecting the dots for us. And the theory is that the Midnight's album is actually about Cleveland. So this Twitter thread took off on the social media platform. It's from Sophia Cunningham, and it does really give compelling evidence to support this claim. She points out the lyrics, "I want to transport you to somewhere the culture's clever, confess my truth in swooping, sloping, cursive letters." Now, does that sound to anybody else like the Cleveland script signs? I think it does. And it doesn't just stop there. If you're still not convinced, you know that Paris is considered the city of lights. Well, Cleveland was the first city of light, and Public Square became the first outdoor public space fully illuminated by electric light in 1879 on April 29th. And that is a date that she references on the song High Infidelity. Now listen, despite all of that, she's not stopping in Cleveland for her 2023 tour, but maybe she'll add that date later. We do see that happen sometimes, but we do know that she does have a stop. That's July 1st in the Cincinnati area. You can see this full Twitter thread on WKYC.com, by the way. It's worth checking out if you want to do any sleuthing of your own. And with the warmer temperatures this weekend, you can get one last chance at feeling that summer vibe in Avon. There's a late round of sunflowers blooming at Maria's Field of Hope. So you can see the little bits of yellow starting to peek through here. The warmer than average November temperatures are the perfect time to head out to see them, if you want my opinion. The field is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. And as we make our way through this first week of November, we want to remind you that daylight savings time ends on Sunday. At 2 a.m., we will fall back an hour, so you're getting an extra hour of sleep. Now remember, reset those clocks before you go to bed, or you can do it when you get up in the morning. And if you don't, you'll be an hour early to everything. And who wants that? I know I certainly don't. I'm usually fashionably late to most things. Now listen, don't forget to watch the live version of this show during NBC News Daily. That is on TV on 3 and also on WKYC Plus. It's where you're hopefully watching us now, maybe on the YouTube page, maybe on the Instagram page, or listening on your favorite podcast platform. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy those 70-degree days, and we'll see you back on Monday with more 3 News Daily.